Still flying around here, but ain't no food out there, so it's okay. I should have brought my little fan in here while I was on, but I didn't.
To say hello, Miss Lena. How are you doing, amiga? Texas down to say how you doing.
I'm doing okay. How are you today, Texana? I see you're doing. Hope you're doing pretty good. I
Hey,
thank you for all of your comments this week, Texana. I appreciate them.
hey, Janice. Janice said hi.
Hi, Janice. How are you today? Hope all is well that's coming on.
Mr. Green said hello. Hey, Missy Green. You ain't been on a while on her live. She said hello, Miss
Hi,
Lena and DJ from Houston.
hi, Mr. Green. How are you doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. I know I was trying to think of that lady's name in Houston. Her name Josephine. That's what it was.
Mm.
I
Oh
th-
yeah.
yeah, I thought about that for 2 days, and the name come to me. I've been trying to think of who she was, but then something told me Josephine is her name.
Oh
I
yeah.
did know her last name, but I can't think of it. And she told me exactly where she lived, but I can't think of that. But it may come to. I was asking God to show me because she's been on my mind for several days, for several months, in fact. But I just couldn't think of her name.
She said happy Mother's Day to you. She said I'm doing okay. I miss my mom on Mother's Day. As you know, remember my mom passed in October.
Okay,
I can imagine that was hard. In Texas now,
okay. I know that had to be.
real hard. Sorry for your pain.
Yeah.
Janice said I'm great. Hope you two are doing good as well. What you cooking today?
Not anything. Not anything. I had to go. I was in planning on doing some things, but my son came over because he was trying to find a part to my car, and then I got out and got to running around trying to do things, and I didn't have time to get started. When I got back, it was already 4 o'clock. So everything that I was going to do didn't get done today. Not
Hey,
for
hello, sister, support sister. She said hello. And she said Psalm 77:14, Psalms 115, verse 14.
sister support.
Yeah. She says Psalm 77, verse 14, and
Okay,
Psalms 115, verse 14.
I you to bring up. I might have a pen in my purse. I don't know.
Texas says it's been very hot. Yes, ma'am. It was 100 degrees Wednesday. And Donald said, you look extremely well. I watch you all the time. Though peach cobbler tea cakes are amazing. You make cooking so simple for beginning. I love your spirit and your humility. Did you make the peach cobbler tea cakes, Donald? Because they really was good. Janice said, just glad to see you. Thank you, Janice. You hear me? Janice said, just glad to see you.
Now it was Psalms
You hear me?
150.
Janice said, glad to see you.
Okay, I'm glad to see you also, Janet.
And Texas said, no grandchildren today.
Oh, really? So you're happy today?
She said Psalm 77, verse 14.
Psalms 177.
No, 77,
Oh, just 77,
verse 14.
verse 14. Okay.
And 115, verse 14.
115 and verse
14.
14. Okay. Both of these are Psalms? Okay.
Yeah, they're both Psalms.
Okay.
Yep.
Tell I'll check those out for me. Okay.
Hey, Rashida said, hi there, Miss Lena. And I'm her daughter. I'm DJ. My name DJ Rashida. She said, hi there, Miss Lena.
All right, Sheena. How are you today? Is this the first time you've been on?
No.
Okay, it hasn't been. Okay. Was glad to have you on today. So, y'all, I'm a little later than I had expected, but I had to go out, and I got back, and I didn't have time because I was really gonna do something live with cooking. But
Hey, Miss Monica. Miss Monica say, good evening, Miss Lena, and good evening to you, DJ. Good evening, Miss Monica. And Rashida said, oh, she's good.
okay, good. And thank you, Miss who?
Miss Monica.
Miss Martha.
Monica.
Monica. Okay, Miss Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna do something toward Memorial Day, but I was really gone too long, and I didn't get a chance to go to the store or anything. So I'm running a little bit behind again. When you don't have your own way to do things, you can't always do what you want to do. You just have to do whatever you can do with someone else taking your places, and you don't get there. But
She just chatting. Ro said, "What y'all doing?" I said, "You just chatting." Jenny said, "You are the God." Wait a minute. What she said? You are the God who does wonders. Oh, you know God does wonders. You have to declare your strength among the peoples. Amen. And Rashida said, "Thank you, Miss Lena. DJ, I love your show, and I'm taking heed to your videos." Oh, cool. And Donald said, "Greetings from Houston. I have not made them yet, but I got a ton of bacon pointers from the anointed Miss Lena. Love all tons. Watching it's like medicine. Great people. Love you." Oh, thank you, Donald. Love you too.
okay, thank you.
Love you too, Donald.
Thank you for the comments, you guys. I appreciate all of them.
Y'all please tap the screen for the likes. Sister supporting sister said, "DJ, thanks for telling us you were her daughter. I thought you was her granddaughter also. And I'm her oldest daughter." Her oldest daughter. Janice said Psalms 77 and 14.
I have them all down. I will check them out. Psalms is one of my favorite books in the Bible. Anyway.
Psalms and Proverbs for mine. I love Psalms and Proverbs and Esther.
Of course, my favorite is the 23rd Psalms. That's one I've always came up with ever since I was 5 years old. So that's my favorite all the way. I always repeat it no matter what I'm doing. I hope all is well wherever you guys are today and what y'all are doing. I know there's rain on its way. We're supposed to be having some type of a rainstorm between now and it's really gotten kind of dark and cloudy, which I hope it doesn't start after I finish. It said between 4 and 8, between 4 and 7. So right now it's almost 5. So it's just now beginning to get a little darker than what it was.
Sister with supporting sister says Psalms and Proverbs her favorite too. Jim said, hey, here comes the rain.
Slim Jim?
No, Jim Rockford.
Oh yeah. Is it raining where you are, Jim Rockford?
She also said Proverbs 25 and 11. You hear me? You wrote it. Proverbs 25 and 11. Proverbs 25, and Proverbs 31. Should have had your Bible. Could have read them.
20, I read 25 and 11, and then
Proverbs 31.
Okay.
Donald said, "I'm grateful God gave us these videos to cherish forever." Thank you, Donald. You hear what I said?
Yes. Proverbs.
No. Donald said, "I'm grateful God gave us these videos to cherish forever."
Oh well, yes. Thank you, baby. I hope they will continue. I will continue to cherish him, and I hope my family will cherish him also.
Rashida said, "Me too. Psalms is my favorite as well. Proverbs. I am in Louisiana, so it's been light flooding here. I'm thinking she's saying." Rashida said it's been light flooding there.
Light flooding
in Louisiana, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what she said was. It's
sisters it's supposed to be raining down.
Supporting sister says it's about to rain in what's that? Charleston? Oh, in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Hey, Wanda. Wanda said, "Hello, ladies in chat. Hope everyone is doing well." Jim said, "Not yet, but it's thundering here in DeSoto."
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be they said between 4 and 7. So it's gotten down there. So
lights flashing. Okay. Oh, okay. She said lights was flashing. Okay, Rashida. She said lights flashing in where she is in Louisiana.
Okay.
And Rashida said, "Amen." And Rashida and Janice. Okay. Yeah. It's been hot as heck here, but it's been cloudy the whole week. No sun. Just been hot. Like hot. Humidity real hot in the 190s. and no sun. So I'm just thinking if the sun was up, it would have been a whole lot hotter. Y'all tap the screen, please. Tap the screen. Please. Appreciate it if you tap the screen.
How about is well today? And I know you are probably getting ready for your Memorial Day weekend, which is about a little better than a week away, about a week and a few days away. I think you have May is 31 days, so I know you should have. I think today is the 14th. No, today is the 17th. I think it is the 16th or the 17th.
Oh, okay, he said they said 6:37 for DeSoto and Lancaster, but they are saying some won't get it.
Huh?
He said it's 6:37 for DeSoto and Lancaster, but saying some won't get it. Some won't get the storm. But we right by Lancaster, Jim Rockford. So, hey, Miss Pitts from Alaska, you haven't been on in a couple of weeks.
How you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Like Chris, right? I can't even pronounce her name. I'm not gonna try. Lacrea. I think it's Lacrea. Lacrea. Her name Lacrea. Every now and then our lights go out, but most of the time, since we don't have no power lines over here, most of the time the lights don't go out. She
I know
said,
last week they said my friends went out in the soda and they stayed out for a whole day.
oh, she said she's been sick but better now. I'm glad you better. I know you haven't been on the live in a little bit. She said she was sick, but she better now.
Well, thank God you're better and glad to have you back and I hope you continue to stay well.
Donald said, I love Luke 6, Jesus speaking on the mount. I'm so glad I caught this live.
Well, thank you, Donna. So
Donald.
Huh?
Donald.
Okay. So glad you made it on. It's a blessing out here for you all to come back when you can. I appreciate it to the highest.
She said, amen, thank you, Lecrae.
So y'all just be blessed. You really, sometimes we have to have a little rest, and sometimes God gives us a spirit of rest and peace for to be rested for a few minutes. Sometimes we overdo things and we need a little rest. So sometimes it's a little illness that comes on. It's just a little period of rest, and sometimes it might be serious, but you still need to rest a little bit. I find myself with that same problem too, because there are things that I need to do and things that I need to get done. And sometimes I need some more doctor appointments, but I didn't even make them. I had missed one or two, but I've got to get back to them. So,
hey, pretty classy lady. She's sending hearts. And Donald said, Mom can't say Don for short. She can call me anything. I love her. Donald said you can call him Don.
Okay, that's fine. I can still call her Donna. It's okay.
Donald.
Okay. Donna guy, okay. Donald, okay.
They say you can call him Don.
Okay, call him Don, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure. I'm glad that you have a name that I can call you by. That's fine. That I don't be out of order. I want to stay in order with your names that you have.
How you doing, Wanda, today? I got to ask Wanda how she was doing.
When it started getting bad, we started having all kind of bugs and flies and ants and everything started to come in out of the heat, whether they want to get cool just like the people do. So sometimes that's what happens when you're cooking or not cooking. It doesn't matter. They just want to roam around with you also. I was intending to be planting. I had my intentions of start planting my little seeds that I was going to be planting today. That's what I had planned on doing, but I hadn't got around to picking up anything that I wanted to do today. So, and then I was going to do just a little quick cooking also. but I wanted to start my seeds so you all could see them started. And I was getting a little table that I was going to sit them by the window so every time I come on, you could see them.
Wanda said, I'm good. How are y'all doing? She said she's trying to stay cool. I know, Wanda, because it's a little warm today. A little warm. Yep. She said, how you doing?
Okay, Wanda, I'm doing good today. Just a little bit tired. Running around doing things, trying to find a part for my car and stuff and all of those things because my son, I didn't know I was going to do this today. I had no intentions of doing this today. But he came today and said he wanted to do it today. So I thought he was just going to do it by himself. He said, oh, you got to go with me. So then I had to get started getting ready to go with him, so that made a big difference. We have to go with him. And so that meant I had to leave all of my work alone to get it done. So I was able to get it done and to go with him. But when I got back, the ride was a long ways, and I don't know, it's just a lot had to be done, and still a lot have to be done. So
she said, glad you're doing well.
Okay, Wanda, appreciate you asking. But it's almost time to go to bed. I've been up so long because I had a lot of things that I was intending to do that I'm not going to get done today. And I'm sure not going to get any cooking done today. And I'm not going to do very much tomorrow because I want to get my Memorial Day stuff going. But I hope to get it going next week. Because I mean, everybody don't plan for a big Memorial Day, but some people do. It's just a matter, it's nothing big to associate with. It's just something that you like to do if you got a few of your family members together or something, like a little time together, a little time to get together, maybe talk and play games if you're not really having anybody that you are trying to think about doing the memorial period, stuff of that kind of thing. It's just it's kind of like a little family reunion, a get together. It may not be, but just a few of you want to get together and maybe have a sandwich or a dip or maybe just a drink of Kool-Aid or something of that sort.
Wanda said it's supposed to storm later where she is.
Wanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to start here. We're supposed to start between 4 and 7, what they said. So one of the guys just here in Dallas was saying that it was thundering over his way right now, but it hadn't started on my side yet. But it's no telling when it may start. But anyway, I was trying to prepare some stuff that I would already have ready to show you all today. But anyway, I didn't get what I was going to do today. I was going to stop at the store, but I said we were looking for the part for the car. We had to hurry up.
Sister Support Sister said, sounds good about sandwiches and Kool-Aid. She said, grape or lemonade.
Yeah, I like lemonade, iced tea, and all that good
She's
stuff.
talking about Kool-Aid. What kind you like, grape or lemonade?
Oh, I like lemonade. I used to love grape, but grape don't seem to match with me anymore. For some reason, I drank so much grape when I was coming up as a little kid until I don't know got to where I can't even drink. I used to love grape juice. I used to love Welch's grape juice. I can't even drink Welch's grape juice anymore. My tummy hurts, so I don't even try to drink anything grape anymore. So, and I loved it. I think I just drank too much of it.
Yeah, because me, I didn't like anything grape.
So, I know as I was coming up a little girl, and there was something they used to have a little soda called Grape Pet, and that was what after I understand that when I was coming along, I wasn't able to do whole milk and stuff. And the doctors put me on the Great Pit soda, and they had all kind, but that was like they would put that in those baby bottles and give it to you. But there was some type of vitamin in there that would keep you from getting what you call it, so you wouldn't keep you from getting where we are right now. We are saying that grapes were something that would keep your blood flowing right. So that's why I had to have the Grape Pet, and that was all. And I know the doctors instruct me to have it, I guess, when I was maybe about 3 or 4 years old. But I knew several years, it stayed on the market for a long time. And then I think later years, in the later 40s, they decided to put it off because that Great Pet soda had some type of vitamin in it. and they didn't want, it was kind of like they didn't want you to have it. They want you to start doing the medication and started drinking the soda. So they pulled it off the shelf. That was back in the 40s, I know. Probably about 1945 or something of that sort. I don't know if there's anybody on here remembers that or not. But anyway.
Wanda said, when I drink Kool-Aid, my favorite is Top Tropical Punch.
Oh, she drank the punch.
Yeah, when she was drinking Kool-Aid.
I still love the punch Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
I still love it. And I drink that now because the ones that I have made there, I think the Kool-Aid and the drinks and stuff, I think DJ had run it across one of my films, the drinks that I made, and some of them were Kool-Aid drinks and lemonade drinks and whatever, but they were my summer drinks, and I'll probably make some more because I have some new ideas for some that I had never put on, I never did make the videos on, which I was going to do last summer, and I never got around to doing it, so, but I do remember, but some of those things that I made that stuff out of last year, a couple of years ago, it's not even on the store shelves anymore, so I'm saying, okay, and I've checked a lot of the older stores, and they said the companies are not making it anymore. But I used to always put that in my Kool-Aid drinks as well. But I haven't been able to find it, so I don't know. They may have it, but if I do find it, I will get it. And I'm gonna check. But I was talking to another lady, and she said I might find it at the Sprout store. And I said, at the Sprout store? I said, look, are you talking about the Sprout store? She said, yes. Or she said, they may have it there, and they may have it at the health food store also. It's not really a health food store, but it's one that it does contain vitamins and stuff also. That will go with the Kool-Aid drinks. And it's very helpful and healthy, for you. But I understand if they have it at the Sprout store. She said, don't forget, when you go to the Sprout store, it's going to be expensive. I said, oh, well, I might just stick to the normal Kool-Aid then. Whatever we have there. She said, but it's very delicious and it's very healthy, for you also. And you don't have to use a lot of sugar, but it's real sweet for those that want to. And if you're a diabetic, they have another flavor for people that's diabetes also.
Diabetes.
But anyway. But I do love Kool-Aid, and I'm going to be making some Kool-Aid pretty soon. I'll probably make some next week. I don't know. And, one while, this was, when I was making it, what was it? I was making any Kool-Aid, and I couldn't find any Kool-Aid in the store.
The older kids, I banned Kool-Aid from them when they used to come over. Because Lord knows they always dropped the milk in. I told them, no more Kool-Aid. Flow stays sticky. Wanda said you can't beat a burnt bologna sandwich in some Kool-Aid and chips. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly, Wanda. That's the best thing. A burnt bologna sandwich, some chips and some Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
With some lettuce and tomatoes on there and cheese on your bologna sandwich and some onions. Yes. Rashida said, yes, ma'am. This one don't burnt bologna, but hey, salami too.
Yeah, I got some. Well, I was really going to do some things today, but like I said, I didn't stop at the store to pick up the items, what I was going to do, which wasn't much, but it was just something to show you, or another deal that you could have a mind to do and make up, if you just wanted to have, maybe you might have a couple of your lady friends coming over, or guys can have a couple of, have their friend coming over, and, you could just this is what you call, like, a 2 for 1 or 4 for 10, like that. This is just I'm saying it like that is because years ago when we used to have people come over, we said, oh, we can have a 4 for 10 or 2 for 1, And it didn't mean like that. It was just the table sitting that we were going to have. You got 4 people or you got 10 people coming, so you got anywhere between 4 and 10 coming. So we always made it 4 for 4 and 10, or for 2 to 1.
Butter said hi.
Who?
Butter.
Well, hello there. So anyway, that was the deal. So when you started making those sandwiches, you always made, if it was going to be 4 for 10, you always made enough sandwiches. They have 4 for 10, but the way we cut them, it wasn't a whole sandwich. I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to show you how I did it. That's what my intentions were.
Wanted to say yes, had to pick out those peppercorns, but I love me some salami.
You should have
I
salami.
love the peppercorns in there, Wanda.
Oh, I don't.
But I don't eat it no more. Though. I don't eat pork and stuff.
I don't like salami. I used to love salami, but I got to where I couldn't stand that pepper in it.
That was the best part of the salami was the pepper in it.
Yeah, but I pick it out. I like the taste of the salami, but I didn't like the pepper in it.
It's like that lunch meat. They had the olives in it. The olives and cheese. I never liked that.
Oh, yes. I used to love it. Oh, because I loved olives. Okay. And they call it like the olive loaf. Okay.
Sister with supporting sister says sounds good. Have to create a new circle of company. Yes. And she said, I know what it meant.
Well, when I fix what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, then you all understand what I'm saying. 2 for 1, 4 for 10. So we always call those little, like if you had, a few guests coming over, but if you ended up with more than 4, you still had a whole table full of sandwiches that you could pass out, and everybody would have enough, you know. But it's kind of like a little appetizing type dish, you know. And once I make it, I need the odds, and it's kind of almost like little hors d'oeuvres type stuff, that you'll be putting on. And, I could almost put it on my trays also.
Laya Marie said, hey, Miss Lena. And Jim Rocker said, can you cook catfish with flour?
Yes, you can if you like it that way. I don't like my catfish with flour, but there were times I had one cousin. That's the only way they would eat theirs with flour. And I said, oh my goodness, but and then they would put the flour on it after they put it in the egg batter. Well, I don't know if she even put it in egg batter, to tell you the truth. I remember her doing that, and I remember her just putting it in the skillet. But I remember her after she did that and took it out, she always had lemons to put her lemon juice on it. But I never did. Like I said, why do you like it like that? She says, well, to me, what did she tell me it was like? It's like frying chicken. I said, fish is like frying chicken with flour on it? Yes, because I put my lemon juice on it. And she says, it's going to be crispy, which it was for her. But I couldn't, I just couldn't adjust to that flour on that fish. I couldn't do it. Because I guess I've always did it in meal. And I couldn't. And I looked at it. I said, yeah. She said, oh, come and take a little taste. I did take a little taste, but it wasn't the same thing as being fish. It was more like a piece of, I don't know, like a piece of chicken.
Texas Nana said, I like to make my fish tilapia just with butter on a pan.
Okay, she just kind of steam it out. Like, okay, well, I mean, that's a good way to do it also, because some people just like it turned over, But I kind of, I guess when I was coming up, we always had crispy chicken, crispy fish. Whatever we fried was always deep fried. And it was always crispy and it's very tasty. And it was always like, okay, you have to pull the bones out of it. But it seemed like if it wasn't crispy, it wasn't good, But that's the way you're taught. That's what you're brought up to do, But if you're not brought up doing those things, it doesnn't matter. Whichever way your family does things, that's what you do.
Yeah, Jim Rocker said he got a little bit of cornmeal he can mix with flour. Yeah, I fix fish like that, Jim Rocker.
Yeah, I put cornmeal in it. Yeah.
It's good with the flour. Cornmeal and the flour mixed together is good.
Yeah. If you even have some cornbread mix, that's good too. If you got cornbread mix, you can put the cornbread mix in. And just put it in the cornbread mix, and then you can put the flour if you want to put some in there.
Yeah, but the cornbread mix make it look a little bit too brown looking. Like sometimes it burns it.
Well, you have to put that much because you're putting it with flour anyway.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If I wanted like that. But.
Sister Poor and Sister said, I fry everything with flour. I need to learn new things. She said she fry everything with flour.
Sister Porter? Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, everybody, it's just like whatever your past family did is what most people do right now, because that's what they like to do. So I don't tell anybody to change what you do because this is the way I was raised, And I said, like I tell everybody, just because I use a lot of garlic powder and onion powder, you may not use a lot of garlic powder and onion. You might use what you call it, accent and all of this other kind of stuff, or some kind of soul cooking salt like that. Well, I never used that.
Wanted to say you're right, Miss Lena. We didn't eat baked fish always fried, but now I eat baked fish. As you get older, you have to try to get away from that fried food. And sisters, poor and sisters say very true from
Yeah,
family.
I don't mind it, but I try to cut down on as much as I can, and I don't mind it being in the air fryer, which is good because there are some air fryers that you can get and put. I have one out there which I haven't used, which was given to me, but I haven't used it that much. And I looked at one on TV the other day. The guy had, and I noticed that he just put his in also, and he dropped that off in this air fryer. And I think he just only put, I don't even know if he put, what he put on, some type of batter on it. But when it came out, you would have thought he put it in a deep fryer. And I said, oh my God, that air fryer fried that chicken just like a deep fryer. And I looked at it and I said, oh, I need that air fryer just right there. Because it was what you call an air fryer as well as a deep fryer air fryer. And I'm saying, okay, a deep fryer air fryer with no grease. But he put all this and then he took his French fries out and these were French fries. And those French fries, all that stuff came out looking like it came out of a deep fryer. I said, really?
Sister supporting sister say yes, air fry is good.
And so it really did look good, that new air fryer that he was dealing with. And I thought, oh my God. He turned around and he did a baked potato. And he took that baked potato and it came out. And when the baked potato came out, the baked potato almost looked like it was crusty. It looked like had been fried in of grease also. But it wasn't. And I said, oh my God, that is, and it was crispy on the outside. The potato was crispy on the outside. So I had never saw air fryer do that. I said, okay. But it didn't have any grease in it. It was just flaky like that. But seemed like it was very good because, the people around there would say, oh, this is so delicious. And I looked at that silver time. I said, oh boy, I need to try this. So there's so many things that I try a lot of time.
Wanda said, I'm trying really hard to stop eating so much fried food, but I forget about my air fryer.
Well, it's very good to use. And a lot of times if I'm not here, I know DJ will use it herself because she's not going to get up and fry anything because she can throw all the fish and stuff in there and it'll come out pretty
Sometimes
good.
it take quick. It's easy. Sometimes, if you ask me though, it's faster to fry it than to put in air fryer. Sometimes it take 20, 30 minutes just to do it in the air fryer. You can do it in 10 minutes in the fryer though.
Well, this is true too, but most of the time, the air fryer had to heat up a little bit before you put it in. If you put it right in from the fridge, from the freezer, well, it takes a little while longer because it takes about 10 minutes for the air fryer to catch up with itself. And if you put it in a deep fryer, it doesn't take too long because the deep fryer is already going to get hot. You're not going to put it in the grease get hot. And then once you put it in there one time, it's already ready to go anyway.
Sister supporting sister say very true. Even though air fryer is better for you than fried food, come cooking time, I rather fry it than put it in the air fryer. To me, air fryer takes longer than frying your food.
Yeah, well, it's because most people are not used to it. And you have to once you get used to it, you won't want any other way but in the air fryer.
No, that ain't true. Maybe for some people, it sure ain't for me though. I was like, if I'm cooking something, I want to be done fast. I don't have to.
Oh well,
If I'm cooking fish sticks shouldn't have to cook 40 minutes in the air fryer. Hey, Chocolate Capricorn.
How are you doing today?
She said she miss you.
Yeah, I sure have. I missed you for 3 or 4 weeks, so I hope you're doing pretty good now. And I hope how is Mr. Chicken doing today? But anyway, like I said, they have a whole new variations of different air fryers coming out now. So whole new technology of them. So and I do like some of them that I see people that are using them. And I was looking at someone a few days ago that had one on, and I was watching how they were working it, and the food came out so delicious looking.
She
You
said,
thought it was in a skillet of grease.
She said, I've been slacking, missing the live. Shame on me, chocolate Capricorn. She said she been slacking, missing the live. She said, shame on her.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're back tonight, Chocolate Capricorn. I really am. I know you miss a lot because sometimes we don't come on the same time anyway. So
even though we supposed to be, but you know how that goes.
Cause I be busy.
Most of the time on Saturday she out doing stuff, and then by the time she come back, it's almost 6:00, and she still want to go live, or I'm sick, and
well, like today, I had to go out. I hadn't planned on going out because I had planned on doing something else here, and I had planned on something that I was going to make while I was on live, and I had no idea. He came and said, "Mama, I want you to get ready to go and get in the car with me because he's trying to help me get the car running." And so he said, I said, "Can you go?" No, he said, "I want you to go with me." I said, "I'm too sleepy." He said, "Well, you got to go anyway." I said, "Okay." Okay, so I didn't even feel like getting myself together to get back on because I had not put that in my day's plan to do it because I had to do a lot of things.
Donna, the core said hello, and Chocolate Capricorn said my dad said he's all right, and
oh, good. I'm glad he's okay. And Sister Support, she talking to Chocolate Capricorn.
Donna said no cooking.
Who is that say?
Donna said no cooking.
Oh, no cooking? Okay.
Asking you, not.
No cooking today. I don't have time. I didn't have time to get it together anyway. When I got back, it was 4:00 and everything was in kind of a mess. I would have had to take time to clean and do a lot of things to get done. So I said, no, I didn't have any. I hadn't made no preparations to do it because I was trying to get stuff done. And if I hadn't, I was gone for a couple of hours, and I could have had it out done and ready to go by the time 4:00 came. But after everything changed, so I had to make a change with it, a complete change, more than I had anticipated on doing, you guys. So
Chocolate Capricorn said grandkids doing all right.
Yeah, I think they're doing good. They're not here today, but they're doing good. She said they were supposed to have come today, but I guess she had some things for them to do at home, so which was okay. Because there's a lot of work when they're here also. But anyway, we have a lot of work to do anyway.
And there's more work with the bigger kids than it is with the little kids. Them 4 big ones are mess makers.
Yeah, the kids, they make, the older they get, the more stuff they get into, I guess, And they do a lot of stuff because they want to do their own little things like, their TVs and eat and find out whatever else they want to get done.
Eat all day. Eat all day.
Yeah.
Eat everything in the refrigerator. They ain't nailed down.
Yeah. That's one of the things. They do eat all day. That's one thing for sure. If one started eating, the other say, "What you got? What you got?" Then the other one comes, "Let me see what you got." "Granny, you get him that?" "No, I didn't give him that." "Where do you get it from?" And I said, to myself, sometimes they find stuff I don't even know I have. And I'm saying to myself, where did they get it from? Sure enough. Somebody bought a long time ago, I forgot it's in here. But you know what? They go through the pantry. We have two refrigerators and two refrigerators and two deep freeze. And so they travel and through all of the pantries, into the closets, into the cabinets. Whew, they give it a fit. Because if they haven't been here in 3 or 4 weeks, there's something added on. They find stuff added on that I probably put in there 3 or 4 months ago when they wasn't even here. But they ramble, shamble. One of them just come in here and ramble. They just ramble. while the other one doing something. Oh, I need some of that. Give me some. And girl, and y'all know what? Sometimes I have stuff in the trunk of my car, and I don't want them to get into my sodas and different things. So I leave them in the trunk of the car in the garage. And I may send one out there for something, but then I got the oldest one. He's so smart. He'll get the keys and go out there and see what's in there. And he might want, and he won't tell nobody else. And that's why he's slipping. That's what you do. I said, boy, I thought you had something in there. You always got something good in there. And then everybody said, he got some. Can I have some? I said, no, I've left it in there for myself. And that's out of the question here. Because what was in there for myself don't be in there no longer, okay?
Wanda said all day long eating. Yes, Wanda, they eat all day long.
Never stop. If they sleeping there past midnight and they think you sleep, well, they go find something else and start all over again. Believe me, they got go power. And don't be, if you cook something, you think there'll be something left? No, there ain't gonna be nothing left. You can forget it. Because if it's something that they like, if something they don't like, they don't bother. But if it's something that they like, well, pretty much, if one don't like it, well, the other do. So one of them gonna find it, and one of them gonna like it, and find it. The other eat it so long, so I say, you didn't give me none. You didn't give me some. You didn't give me some. Then they say, I thought you didn't like it. And I say, well, I thought you said you didn't like it. Oh, I didn't know it. I didn't taste it.
Yeah, we got one. He loves spaghetti. He'll eat the whole pot if you let him. The whole big, huge pot if you let him eat it.
But honey, some of them got some eating power here. And they don't mind going. And they can go. When I say, baby, they got some go power to go, they got some eating power to go, huh? And so I say, you have to have plenty of food that they can go into. So I have a lot of stuff now that we have, little stuff that when I make a little bit more than what we have, I got to put it out of the freezer now. I got it in freezer bowls. For sometime, put it in the refrigerator. We don't eat it anymore. And so now I said, okay, I'm buying, instead of me buying the little plastic bowls, I said I'm going to buy out glass containers to put in there because the glass containers last better. And I was trying to put them in the little baggy bags, but they don't last that long either because the food will go dry. Then so I found out that I'm going to have to buy more glass containers to put them in.
Chill. I didn't say chill, Wanda. I don't guess, girl. Who knows?
Huh?
She said, did I say chill? I told her, I don't even know. Did I say chill? Oh, chili. Oh, no, I ain't say chili. Girl, don't get me thinking. I got some turkey chili, too, and some. I made some turkey chili for dinner tomorrow, some nacho chips. Or I might make me some black bean nachos tomorrow. That sounds good, too. Because I got cheese, and I got black beans, I got rotel.
Y'all tell her she got a whole gallon of black bean. She eat a whole gallon if she want to. She get those kids over here and she fix up them nachos and stuff for them. Boy, they could eat all of it.
Oh, spaghetti. One of them in particular loves spaghetti.
Yeah, two of them.
Mm-hmm.
My son, Smokey, Black, and Michael. Yep, they are spaghetti lovers. Believe me, I like spaghetti myself. Little girls like spaghetti too. Just about all of them like spaghetti,
But the one in particular love it. He can eat the whole pot if you let him, without giving it to anybody.
Yeah. Yep, they love spaghetti. So I always have to make a great big pot. I usually make a double box, a double pot. So I started in a little bit. I said, oh no, I forgot about it. He's here. I got to get the big pot. Let me do a double thing out. A double box of spaghetti, I like spaghetti myself though, So that I love it good. He can come on and get what he wants.
Oh, what you trying to get? Oh, okay.
And I said, well, I can do all
Mona
of
said, hey, Mama Lena, how are you feeling today? I'm very supportive subscriber of your beautiful daughter, Sweet Juicy. I'm here to show you some love. She's Sweet Juicy channel. Her name Mona.
Mona.
She comes Sweet Juicy channel.
Okay, darling. I'm glad to have you come in today. And I'm glad that you let me know you're on Sweet Juicy's channel. And I appreciate you all coming in from my channel. And I always try to tell everybody, everyone that know, just about everyone I think on here that's on here right now, know that I have a daughter that has have her. She's doing exercises and what else she does? And she go at she does a walk-in store, walk-ins also. So you all support her also. And hers is called Sweet Juicy. What DJ?
At
Affiliate.
Leisure Life.
Huh?
Sweet Juice at Leisure Life.
At Leisure Life. Okay. I can never remember because she had one, she started with another one. And since she came with this Leisure Life, I can't
At
remember.
Leisure.
That's why I said at Leisure Life. I haven't can't think of
She
that.
said she'll continue to check in. Thank you, Mona.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chocolate Capricorn. She said, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you.
Oh, she's telling me to like some comment. Okay. Thank you so much. You know, those lights, when you put the lights on, come in, that sure helps me to go ahead on. You know, it helps my channel a whole lot. So I appreciate you. Like, share, and comment. I don't get back to the comments. It's just so many of them. And my eyes won't let me do as much as I used to do. So I tell everybody, if I don't answer your comments, if there's something else that you think you need to know when I'm on, if you can, go to my email and drop it. Because I may not, even some days I don't look at my email for a couple of days. But I try to look at it a little bit. And
y'all, I've been trying to comment a little bit on her emails because I know it don't make sense. We not commenting on nothing for months. So I've been trying, last few videos, I've been trying my best to comment, y'all, a little bit. Mona said, y'all queens have an amazing day. May the Lord continue to bless you in every way in life.
Mona. Thank you so much.
Thank you for dropping in, Mona.
For the comment also. Please, you're welcome to come back whenever you have a moment to spare. I thank you for being in for right now. But you all look back and you know, as long as you all have been on, as long as I've been on, we used to try to get to some of the comments, but sometimes I have a lot of them and I don't read, and my eyes are not that good to get back to them. And when I read a long time, sometimes it bothers my eyes, even though I have a 20/20 vision, but looking at the lights, and I need to get transition glasses. So next time
blue light, she need blue light glasses.
I need to get that one so I can transform them to back and forth.
But y'all, I've been trying to do some. So like I said, I just got to make my mom just try to do some of the comments because I know that's not a good thing when you don't comment on no videos at all. And it's not that we don't be trying to comment on videos. Like she said, her eyes and my fingers cramp up trying to write videos. Trying to write, but I've been the last 3 or 4 videos. I think I've been trying to comment.
I've been intending to try to pick up one of those. And when I go to the Dollar Tree or to the store, I forget because I be trying to pick up the pens with the soft ends on them because sometimes my fingers do not want to bend to write to push in, and I will push in too many letters at once because I'm very heavy. For some reason, I begin to get very heavy finger. And I just push in too many letters at once, and then I get disgusted with it because my fingers are bent and I can't get it out to correct it, so I just kind of wash it off. So that's another problem that I have. So I want to thank you all for knowing that these are problems that I have with my hands. And I had said when I go in, I was going to try to find several of those pens to have the back end that I can match. Now this one doesn't have one. This is just a regular old plastic one. It has to be the soft end that I can mesh in.
I know one of y'all understand, but a lot of new people come to the station don't understand, and I know that will make people stop looking at your videos if you're not answering them back in the comment. I do know that, but because people like to when they engage, they like for you to engage back with them, and I get it and I understand it. But sometimes be asking the kids, the older kids, when they come over here to do it, but they on their phones and computers. They don't even have time. But like I said, I'm trying to.
Well, like I said,
I'm trying my best to figure out and try to.
But that's 4 or 5. But I'm going to try. if I can remember. But the last 2 or 3 times I've been in 4 or 5.
Hey, Amy.
Hi, Amy. How are you today? I've been in 4 or 5 Dollar Tree stores. I haven't been able to find the salt point that I could use and just mash it in. Okay. So I don't know whether they are making them anymore for there or not. I may have to go to one of the one of the other stores like what is it? On the, I don't know, I don't know which one would be the best to go to and find out where I can find them. I know I used to find them quite a bit when I used to go to Targets, but it's since I don't go to Targets now, I don't know.
Reading books that I've been on this channel. Did y'all change the platform name? No, we didn't change. It's still Miss Lena's Kitchen, Cooking with Love. Okay, thank you for reading with books. But it's 2 more people on here y'all named Miss Lena's. But they not, hers is Miss Lena's Cooking. One is a Caucasian and one is a young black lady. I think their name is Miss Lena. But hers is Miss Lena's Kitchen, Cooking with Love. I think one of them other Miss Lena Kitchen too. but yeah, hers is Miss Lena's Kitchen, Cooking with Love. If you can't find it. Yeah, but we haven't changed the name or anything. It's still it been the same name ever since she came on reading books.
Yeah, they're gone for years. 4 years now, so.
Next month it'll be 4 years. So she been on
another couple of weeks. Okay.
Yep. I was hoping by the time she hit 4 years, she'll have 50,000 subscribers.
Well, I hope by my I hope by another 4 weeks I will have 50,000. I have to have at least 3,000 more to get 50,000. So I need 3,000 more subscribers. I think 3,500. I think I need. So, but I thank God that I come a long ways. And
you been sick? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Reading with books. I hope you better now. So much sickness out here right now.
Who is that?
Reading books said they've been sick.
Okay.
Are you a female or male of reading books? I can't remember. I remember I asked you that last time you was on, but I can't remember.
There's so much illness.
Oh, say they have cancer. Oh, sorry to hear that.
So much illness out right now. So much we just don't know. We really just have to trust in God.
Oh, okay, female. I need to remember that. I know I asked you before. I just couldn't remember.
Okay.
We would definitely be praying for you reading books. We definitely will be praying.
Yep, so much going on. And people have so many different kinds of health problems. And I mean, I have health problems also myself, but I thank God that I'm able to still surviving, And some days I have pretty good days.
Hello, Turnt Burnt Toast. How you doing?
Who?
Turnt Burnt Toast.
Okay. Hope you're doing well. But everybody have something, that's something else. But I do know still God is the healer, and He's the helper and the keeper of us all. Even me, I may be on, but you can be here today and gone today. So you never know how we going, which way we pass through, okay? But God is able to keep us for a time.
She said, yes, ma'am. She trusted in God.
That's all we have.
And she says, and she had bones. It's in her bones. She said, cancer in her bones.
In her bones. Bless her heart.
Pray God. Bless you. Bless your heart.
But God is able to heal your bones also.
Yes, He is. Yes, ma'am, He is.
All you have to do is just believe upon Him.
Trust and believe.
Cast your burdens upon Him as your cares.
Yes,
God is always there with your answers, with whatever we need. God has it.
Lord, yes, He does.
All we have to do is just believe it and and receive it. Because God is a good God. He's good all the time.
trust
He never leave us alone.
in the
He's
Lord.
always there when we need him. It may not seem like it, but he's always on time because God is an on-time God. So everything he does, there's a purpose, for it. And there's a purpose for everything that God does, and there's a purpose for your life. And everybody know that when God gives us life, he gives a purpose for everyone's life. I don't care how many millions of people that's in here. There's a purpose for everyone that's born. Everyone, there's a purpose.
Reading books say, yeah, my burdens, he has me. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, reading books. Definitely right about that. Rashida said, amen. Amen.
Yes, he does. Yes, yes. Everybody, the peace of God should keep your hearts and your mind. That's one thing. It's in Philippians 4:7. So we have to keep that peace of our mind and know that God is keeping us, and he keeps us in peace in our mind.
She said she have a good team of doctors. Praise God. Ain't nothing like having a good team of doctors.
Another one, having a good team.
She have a good team of doctors.
Well, that's wonderful. That's the major thing. That's what helps you to keep going. But some people, when you don't have good doctors, that worries you and it upsets you for a long time. And that helps people to prolong your healing also. But if you have good care people, that's what keeps you and it heals you fast. Because you have someone that cares about you. Someone that's trying to keep you, I'm the same way. And, I have my doctor that did my surgery on my knee replacement. So, but I stay with her because she is so good and she really knows what I need, and she's so interested in how I come. And she say, "Oh yeah, how you doing?" And and she always considered me as her favorite person because I am the oldest one that they ever did a knee replacement on. I'm sorry. And when I walk in, she said, "Oh, here's my favorite lady," And so when I went in, I have the other knee I don't want to have surgery on. So she decided that I don't, if I'm not going to have surgery on it, keep on coming for my steroid shot every 3 months. But then she says, but I want you to stay I'm in therapy right now. I have one more day that I'm supposed to go to therapy coming up this week. And when I was there last week for the other steroid shot, she says to me, I would love to have you go back another 10 weeks and then stay away and then go back again, maybe in about November or something, and start over. And she said, I feel like that will help you not to have another leg surgery on the other knee. And she said, this is what I want, but that'll keep you exercising, keep your body going. And when you have people your doctors that will talk to you and tell you these things, that they really care about how you're feeling, and they're concerned about how you're getting along. Everybody don't have those kind of doctors. So I tell anyone, if you have good doctors, if you can, in any way possible, try to stay with them.
Reading books, that I said I fell out the bed this morning, hit my bone. So I called my son. He keeps up with my appointments. Have one too. So bless your heart, reading books.
Who?
She said she fell out of bed and hurt her bone.
Okay.
The one had the bone, the counseling of bones, reading
really?
books.
Bless her heart.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening at this lady that I met when I was in therapy Tuesday, whenever I went to therapy this week. And she was telling me, she was laying on the cot, and and her husband walked in, but I thought her husband was the one going to be having to get the therapy, and kind of find out it was her. And I didn't realize. And she said, on her other leg, she had that knee replacement 2 times on one knee. One knee, she's had therapy twice. Okay. And so after she had therapy 2 times on one knee, well, she said now she had to have therapy on the other knee. And she said, I had therapy on one knee 2 times in 1 year. And I said, really? And she says, yes, I did. And she said, now I had to have this other knee replaced also. So she was in there for the replacement of the other knee. And that she'd come in and she said, and I thought, well, and she said, well, I slipped one time. I didn't fall, but I slipped and it knocked it out of place. And so they were trying to give her treatments, keep it in place.
Read book say, yes, she said, my doctors are like that. And she said, I really do have good doctors and I'm sticking with them. That's right.
That's the best thing to do. That's what I'm saying, what I say. So if you have good doctors, stick with them. Don't let nobody tell you to move on. That's all. You got to have concerned doctors, because those are the doctors that God had granted you. And they're going to see about it because they're concerned. And their concern means they can treat you the way that they think you should be treated, in order for you to come out or feel better. But God put those doctors and put you with those doctors. That's what I will always say. And when God put you with somebody, he always lets you know, stay with them. And you know that, and you will know the care that they have for you. That's all I have to say. Because I do know what a good doctor will do is keep you and keep caring for you and be very concerned. And when you walk in there, they're gonna say, how are you? And they're gonna want to know what you went through this past time wasn't there and all these things. But I hope when you fell out the bed that you were better. Did you get better, or was it?
No, she said she hit a bone. She said, yes, God sent them. I was scared, but never blame God. She said she hit a bone, but she got a doctor appointment Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, she said,
so
yes,
she was able to go to the doctor. Okay.
She got one Tuesday coming up.
Oh, it's coming up this Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So just know that God has looked over you and going to protect you all the way till your appointment comes on Tuesday, and you're going to be okay. Okay. Just know that God has it in control.
She said, yes, God sent me them. I was scared, but never blame God. That's right. You can't blame God for things.
No, we don't blame God. I don't blame God if anything happened to me. Or if anything happened, I don't blame God. I've never in my whole life have blamed God, because I knew God did not do it. I'm the one that done it. I'm the one that didn't do what I'm supposed to, maybe. But God, I don't blame him no matter whatever goes down. That was just a time for it to happen, because I know we have to go through trials and tribulations in our life. And when I say things happen to us, sometimes it's only a trial to see how strong our faith is. And that's the trying of our faith, And not saying that everybody can accept the trying of their faith. Everybody can't accept the trying of their faith. But if you're good and God knows that you're hard and you're right, you can accept the thing that God does, and you can accept the favor, because God, you know that you have favor with God, and you know this is only a trial, and the trial doesn't last always.
She don't blame him. She thanked him for her experiences.
That's right. So that's wonderful. I mean, it's a blessing that you can live that way and know that. That helps you from day to day. And you can get through whatever you're going through. You can get through it because you know God is in control of every situation that you're going through. Every time you open your eyes, you thank God for being here again and helping you to get through what you have to go through it. Because I tell you, people, God is good all the time, and He never turned us loose. He's always there on time, and He will do whatever He has to do to keep us going. All He wants us to do is just tell Him thank you, and more thankful we are, the more blessings He gives us, and that's because we are His children, and He knows that.
Hey, Abraham. Abraham say, Miss Lena.
Hi, Abraham.
God bless you and DJ. What's up? Hey, Abraham, you ain't been on the live in a while.
Abraham, how's it going? He's the one here, the baby. No, okay. How you been doing? Get them oxtails on. Abraham, let me tell you them oxtail, man. I've been trying my best to get that big old pot of oxtail. But these oxtails, I don't know what they have done with these oxes. These tails are so big and they're so fat. And I said, if I start cutting the fat off of them, I won't have nothing but a bone. And then I found some, they were so little, they didn't even look like oxtail, you know. And I said, I'm gonna get them one day. If I ever walk in somewhere and find the right looking ones that I can put on, I hope I'll be able to get to you. Well, I hope you'll be looking there because I'm still looking. And you know, right this time of year, oxtails are not in the demand that they're in the winter months. So they'll be less in demand during the summer months than they used to then be in a big demand in the summer months. Okay.
Abraham said he work. He said, I have 7 kids, 6 with my ex-wife and 1 with my ex-girlfriend.
7 kids.
All right. Abraham said he have 7 kids, 6 with his ex-wife and 1 with his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, he said he work.
I know you haven't lost no time. But God bless you and bless your children. Because if you're working that hard, you're trying to take care of all of your family members. And you have God has supplied you and God has blessed you with all those children. And I know there'll be a blessing to you and you're already being a blessing to them because you have to work real hard to support them. And I know that.
Reading books at oxtails get smaller.
Huh?
She said oxtails got smaller.
I still got smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell her they ain't smaller than Dallas. Tell the ones I see, they so big. You don't give a 3 in a package. 3 in a package, like $20. I said, Lord have mercy. When they gonna come down?
Abraham said his oldest is 23 and his youngest is 5.
Okay.
You got a whole age range.
You ain't got no grandchildren yet, huh? Oh, yeah, okay.
No, he didn't say nothing about grandchildren.
Okay.
His kids from 5 to 23.
Well, I just said, you know, once you got son up to 23, you might have a grandchild, you know. Whether they're boys or girls or whatever. You never know. Well, anyway, you're thankful and God is blessing you to have all those children. So it's a blessing to you to try to take care of them. That's all I can say. God is blessing you to do that.
Excuse me, yeah.
But as soon as I find those oxtails that I can put in a pot and look like I got some in a pot, and I can put them in a bowl and look like I got some in a bowl, I will surely keep the tickets and the prices on them so everybody can see what I pay for each package, because you don't get one. You know, you got to, you know, it's just like you're getting those different packages at different times. But I will paste them on a piece of paper so you can see that I have.
Yeah, Wanda said, yes, they did. Wanda said she can't afford them anymore. And reading books said 6 small ones, $9. I love oxtail soup too.
And you said small ones, some of them, they don't even have enough meat on the bone to do any good. By the time you cook them, you don't have anything but a bone. And you just have like a little bitty piece on each side. You put it out. That's it. Can't even make a sandwich out of it. So I can understand what y'all just don't know. I'm a shopper for my heart. And I know when I can find bargains, you know. And I look every time I go into the stores. I look to see the first, after I get what I go in there for, I always check to see how the oxtails look. And I've been doing that for 6 months. And either they are too big, three or four great big old oxtail with nothing but fat on them. $22 and all like that. Then I go find another little packet. Then they so tiny, they still $12. And you can't even make a good little pot full out of them. And I'm saying, I know what size I want. I know what size I'm looking for. But it's awfully hard to find them. Believe me. Because when I put some oxtails in there, and if I say this is $50 worth of oxtail, I want that little bowl to look like at least $50, I hope. But I don't know if it's gonna look like that or not because, like I said, and everything is getting more higher now than it was this time last year.
Reading books say you have one bowl of soup, and she said $22. And Abraham said, I like your grocery haul videos. You always find the good sales.
Oh, he watches my. Yeah,
Grocery
I do
haul.
be looking. I look for those. I look for those. I go and I look and I look and I look and I look. I say, oh Lord, have mercy. You can't hardly find anything. And I packed the meat and I asked the guys, do you have some more back there? They'll bring some more back there, and the ones that bring out don't look as good as they have as they are already out there. I said, no, I'm sorry. They just too big or too fat or whatever. I said, no, I can't do that one. So, but I keep thinking one day I'm going to walk in a store somewhere and they're going to have them marked where I can look like I have some pretty good looking tails and be able to maybe a small bowl full for that amount of money. But everything is so high now until whatever amount of money you have, you can't even tell that you spent that amount of money for that. I'm trying to tell you. And I know anybody that shops knows that. So that's just the way it is. But I know that we have to keep on looking. And I'm a person like this. I keep on looking because I know one day I'm going to find it. Because God's going to set up a place there that I will be able, a couple of packages in my way, and I'm going to be walking there, and I'm going to find them. I said, oh, this is my time. And that will be the one that I will be buying, okay? But I know it's taking me probably it's been about 7-8 months now. So going on to a year, but I feel like God is going to bless me one day to walk in there and find a nice little bowl full.
Reading books said, have you noticed bars of soap are small and things you buy not filled to the top? Yes, we have definitely noticed that. And Abraham said, my brother bought some chickens and he's raising them in his backyard. He said he doesn't have to buy eggs no more now. Oh, that's awesome. I want to buy some chickens, but I ain't finna touch them and take care of them. I buy them and somebody gonna touch them and take care of them. I can't see myself. I'm too scared to touch a chicken.
Oh Lord. Well, if she's not gonna take care of them, she better leave them old chickens where they are. Cause honey, I ain't gonna take care of them. No way. Can't take care of myself. There's no chicken. I never get out there to take care of a chicken. Lord have mercy. Can't get the inside take care of it. There's no go out there to take care of a chicken. It's nice to do, but I remember doing that when I was a little girl and my uncle and them had all them chickens and stuff in the backyard. I could work with the chicken then.
You sure don't like them roosters. Them roosters chase you.
But I ain't gonna do no chicken no more. I said if I ever get away from here and don't have to have no chicken, I ain't gonna never get no chickens. I don't wanna keep no chickens. No, no.
Oh, Wanda laughing. Reading books that my son do shopping, just give him the list. That's good reading books. She said her son do the shopping, and Wanda laughing and she laughing.
Nope. I tell you. One thing I tell you, what the DJ says she wants some chicken salad, she better get out there and try to figure out how she gonna keep them.
No, I ain't touching no chickens now. I don't do animals.
Yeah.
So. I don't even like cats and dogs. I sure know no chicken.
Well, I'm not trying to take care of no pets because all I can do is try to take care of Lena and help out with DJ. That's about it. So when I get through with that, no. And then when those grandkids come over, that's it. No. No. I ain't going to do all that stuff. No way. Now, I used to love to work in my gardens. I used to live a long time. We lived on a corner. And we used to have so much. I had a big old backyard, and we had so many squash one time. Looked like I cut squash off, and by the time I go to work and come back home, and big old squash. That was the best soil I ever had. I think we had so many great big old squash. I could give them away and do whatever. And I think people go out there. I had a neighbor kind of cross down on the street down there. I think they would come out there and cut some of those squash off. I said, well, let's help yourself. And I said, you can help because all those squash, it wasn't nowhere in the world for us to eat them all, you know. And I used to love to raise okra because I used to love my fresh okra gumbo, okra and tomatoes or whatever. I call it okra gumbo, but it would just be okra and onions and tomato sauce and tomato sauce and honey. But that's what I love, and I used to just love it over hot water cornbread. If I didn't have nothing but that, no meat, I just had an okra with this tomato sauce cut up in it over my hot water cornbread. And I didn't have to have no meat. That was it.
Excuse me.
They said okra is very healthy for you.
Reading book said Lena was her aunt name, and she said she had a neighbor named Lena too.
I said she had a neighbor named Lena.
And her auntie was named Lena.
Okay. Well, I was named after one of my aunts. On my father's side was Aunt Lena. So she was like, she had two daughters, but anyway, that's what they named. I don't know why I was trying to figure out why did they ever decide then they named me after Aunt Lena. I don't know why they wanted me named that anyway. But anyway, I never did ask. I just never thought about it all these years.
Yeah, we haven't got any rain either, Jim Rockford. It's just thundering. That's about all it is, just thundering over here. He said it's heading east now. It's moving east to storm.
It's raining over in DeSoto?
No, he said he didn't get no.
Oh,
he didn't get no rain at all. He said it's moving east.
Okay.
He said we didn't get none yet. We just seeing thunder out there, Jim Rockford.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to pour.
Yeah, but it didn't. So I guess it missed us too, Jim Rockford. Because we know we're not that far from, like, right there, Lancaster, Texas is right there.
Yeah.
So we ain't, 5 minutes away from Lancaster, Texas.
Well, that's good. I mean, we need it, but every time it rained, I had the yard grass cut yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Don't want it to rain. I know it's going to grow up too fast. They still say we got a little bit of chance of rain tomorrow also. But I don't need the rain because we have to call the yard man back too much. I can't cut the grass. DJ can't cut the grass. My daughter then was cutting the grass, but everybody's so busy. And I think our yard was the worst yard here in the neighborhood on this side of the street. But I think the corner house, they get theirs cut. So it's just the one next door and the one next to that one. So now it's just those two. But I said I refuse to have this yard not cut for the weekend, even though nothing wasn't going on special, but it was just looked too bad, you know. So I had to go ahead on and tell the man, come on and cut it. So I got to do that. Now the sun is shining, Robert. The sun, it was so dark a while ago and it was thundering. Now the sun is so pretty and bright. You don't even think the sun would they never shine was ever dark outside.
Yeah, we let her close out and sing her song and prayer and all that she do so she can close out. Because ain't hardly nobody been on here most of the night. I mean, of the evening. And it's my bedtime.
Okay, you guys. So she said ain't nobody been on that much. So I'm tired too. So I guess I'll go and lay down after I ran around.
Not like you would be.
I need to go in there and wash some clothes and stuff, but the garage is so hot with my car being going around all day, so I'm not going to even do that till in the morning now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said the sun coming out over there too. Yes, it came out over here too, Jill Rockford.
Yeah. So I said...
he said the radar shows all the area in the clear.
Huh?
He said the radar show all the area in the clear.
So all the areas...
The radar show the areas in the clear.
Okay.
Yeah, and the sun out. I told him it was out over here too. So we ain't that far from DeSoto either.
Okay. Anyway, you guys, I guess everybody, I guess it's not that many left on. She said there ain't many come on today. So if it's not that many on, not that many left on. So I guess I'll get ready to get off and tell all those that's on, you know, that.
You ain't got that type of neighborhood reading book, she said. She says, I mean, to get someone to cut the grass. The neighborhood should put money together to cut the grass. I don't think, do you have neighbors like that?
Well, now, I mean,
You have a blessed night too, Butter.
most of them cut it anyway. But the next door neighbor's out of town, and that other one, I think her son gonna cut it, but they didn't. But they did cut the. Everybody else is cut across the street and just right here where we were. There's 3 houses that wasn't cut.
Reading books said, don't forget to say a prayer for her.
What?
Reading books, she's finna go. She said, don't forget to say a prayer. Say a prayer for her.
Say it was 4.
Say a prayer.
I know what you're saying, but you didn't come from one thing to another. I was talking about the yard, then you said something else.
I know, because I'm telling you, she's saying bye.
Who is that?
Reading books.
Okay, then. Thank you. Have a good night. All y'all that's leaving, I'm getting ready to leave also. And I want y'all
I'm sorry, I mean Butter. Butter said having a good evening. Butter was saying bye, not reading books.
Okay. All right. Butter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend coming up.
Butter.
And get yourself set for whatever you're going to do for the weekend. Mm-hmm. If you're going to church or serve the Lord or whatever, mm-hmm. Sunday school class or just regular church, and not going to do anything and just pray at home. Just always remember, put God first. Whatever you do, if you're not going one place or the other, God He can hear you from where you are.
Oh, yes.
And all you got to do is just be faithful and understand that God is in charge of each and everything that we're doing. Oh, and so I appreciate all of you all that came on today. Mm-hmm. And I thank God for each and every one of you. Mm-hmm. And I ask you all to continue to view my videos. Go back and look at them, because sometimes, somewhere this week, somebody must have gone back to one of my first big videos, was where I had my did my turkey and dressing, and I had 751,000 views on it, and that was the one I had 3 or 4 years ago. I said, so somebody had to be viewing that one for them to run it again this week, and I saw it for a couple of days. And I appreciate you all going back, viewing the old videos. So when they go back and they bring those videos back from 3 years, that means somebody have really looked at them, and have required and pulled them up.
704 Joe said that she said she need her yard. She just got it cut Friday. She just got the yard cut yesterday. You cut yours, 704 Joe? Yeah, she got it cut yesterday.
Yes, I already cut. So.
Yeah. Yandia say good morning from South Africa.
Who is that?
Yandia say good morning from South Africa.
Okay, hello there. How are you from South Africa? It's nice to have you on, but I'm getting ready to cut off. But I thank God for you coming by for a few minutes to say hello. And I hope hoping you all are really blessed over there, and hope you all continue to be blessed from South Africa, okay? May God continue to bless each and every one of you all. And as I want you all to know, if y'all put God first, you don't have to worry about anything. Because, you have to pray and ask God. But whatever you want, God get. Whatever you need, all you got to do is be sincere with what you're asking God for. And He will. But you have to believe what you're praying for. You cannot pray and have a doubt. Because God is not going to answer when you doubt it. It's going to stand still between earth and heaven and earth. The angel will get almost down to you to get God if God sent it to you. But if you quit to believe, it will be help right there until you quit where you don't believe it. When you believe it for real.
704 said no, but if she needs us, we here. He said no, but if you need us, they're here. About cutting the grass. He said he don't cut the grass, but said if you need us, we here.
Okay, so may God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, 704.
And I thank you so much for you all coming in and for giving me the time that you have. And for those that's been my longtime supporters, and I did run across some of the names and some of the numbers that I have been looking for. And I happened to run across some of the people that I want to ask about and talk about. But this particular lady that was in Houston for a long time. Can't remember her last name, but God did bring it back to her name. Her name back to me was Josephine. But I don't remember. She was very ill the last time we talked with her. That was sometime last summer. She was saying it was about this time, maybe last year or early part of the summer, and she was thinking about going into surgery again. And I have not heard from anybody or know anybody around her. So Josephine, if there's anybody that know that Josephine that was on like coming on my YouTube and that was ill, and she has quite a few family members and stuff was staying in Houston with her. If you all know her, please put it in my email because I would love to know. I can't remember her last name. God just gave me her first name again. I kept trying to remember it for a while. I have some names that I had wrote down, but a lot of times I had a prayer book also. But I have my grandchildren, they'll get to the books and they get my wrong things, and I get things that be pushed away and I can't find them anymore. So there are a lot of you guys out there that I have that been with me for a long time. And I do love all of you. But some of the names, as I said, I don't remember, but I'm going through old tablets, old books, or if I can find anything around there. I do find a few of the new names and things of that stuff, some of the other names that I have.
Yeah, she would do a video one day dedicated to the people that she want to think that I would just have followed her since the beginning. She would do a dedicated video for that.
Okay, so I want God to bless you out now. And thank you for all of my subscribers. Like I said, I'm hoping and praying by my first day of June come, and then I started on the 10th of June of 2021, 20, was 2021, 22, 23, 24, yeah, into the fourth year. So I want you all to be praying that God will send me I need about 3,500 more to get 50,000 viewers by June the 10th. And I'm believing God, if God so help me, I do believe that he will send them to me. So I want you all to keep in prayer with me that I will be able to get my 50,000 by June. Now, I'm not going to say the date of June, but just by the month of June, I would love to have my 50,000 people. And because God have already blessed me with very close to it, like in about 3,500, 3,800, something like that. So just be in prayer with me and be in prayer for my help, for my strength to get through, because I do need the prayer and I need it bad. And I do pray for all of you all. And I pray that I can stay up and keep myself going. And excuse me, pray for DJ to be able to keep going too. And just continue to pray for my entire family, because I pray for my entire YouTube family at all times. And I ask God to keep them at all times and keep them in good health or strength and whatever they need. May God bless you all with it. So I'm getting ready to say good night. And classy lady, I love you, and all of you people that's in my that's on my moderators. It kept me going for the last few weeks, months. I thank you all of you moderators. Thank you so much. And I want God to continue to keep us all.
704 Joe and Chocolate Capricorn, Pretty Classy Lady, Michelle David. These are all moderators. Leech Malone.
And what is it? 83. What's the name?
Redbird.
Redbird 82, 83, 82. Redbird 82. And there were many others. So like I said, Nietzsche Long, and there's Miss Kiki. I love them all. I love all of you guys. Y'all here in the other one is in Arizona. Over what's her name?
Life Magical Journey.
Life Magic Journey. She was one of the first ones to get started. So all of you all, and then this y'all are back there. If I don't miss your names or whatever. What did it sound like?
Something falling.
Huh?
Something falling.
Well, maybe some fall in the garage. Because Tim put the car in there, so I don't know. Some maybe shaking out. Anyway, you all, she sounded like something was falling somewhere, so we don't know. Maybe something in the garage falling. But I thank you all anyway. I just want to appreciate you all. No, because I don't have but a few more weeks to thank you all for everybody that's helped me for the last 4 years, and I don't want to forget anyone. I want everyone, even though they may not be on my channel. Some have passed away. God have called some of them home already. And then there's many that had started out with me, that never, some stopped right away. I just want to say I thank you, and I want God to bless each and every. So I'm getting ready. I've said I'm getting ready too, but my mind told me to just thank all the moderators and all the people that was helping me. So I want you to know, walk with me, Lord, walk with me all along my tedious journey. I want my Jesus just to walk with me. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. All along my tedious journey, I want you to continue to walk with me, Lord. I have no fear because I know you're always near. Whatever I need, I come to you in prayer. And I know that you're going to do it because you never fail. You never hold me back. I know it may not be what I want, but I know one thing, that I know I got a Father that's always going to be on time. Because I know one thing, you're on time, God. Like I said, just keep on praying. Keep on looking to my heels, because I know where my help is coming from. And I know it comes from you. I just said, Lord, I thank you every step of the way. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. And I know I don't have to want, because I got someone that I can just go to and call on anytime. And I know whenever I call on him, and I know he's always there. And I don't have to worry about anything. I said, Lord, this is bothering me. That's bothering me. So when I leave it there, I said I'd go, and I said, Lord, I know you're going to do it. I said, it's your time. It ain't my time. But I know when you get ready to do it, it's going to be done. So I just come saying, Lord, I thank you, because I know it's already done. So I want you all to be blessed. And don't forget, keep on serving the Lord. Y'all just keep right on serving the Lord, because it'll pay off. It'll pay off after a while. Don't forget that. And don't forget, this Miss Lena's Kitchen, with all my love. May God bless each and every one of you all that I may not hear, the ones that's overseas and the ones that's in the United States. Bless each and every one of y'all. Y'all be prayerful. We need to be praying every day and believe God for whatever we need in this world. Because God have it. I don't care if you don't have no food in your kitchen. Somebody can knock on your door and fill your kitchen with food. And I don't care if you don't have nowhere to stay. God can give you a place to stay. And I don't care if you don't have a car to drive. He can give you a bicycle or put you somewhere that you can drive something until that time comes. But all you got to do is say, Lord, I thank you for how you don't bless me. And I thank you for how you going to keep me. And I thank you for how you heal my body. And I thank you for you tell me what to do and what to say and how to go and when to say it. So now I'm getting off. But I just want y'all to know, trust in the Lord. Keep right on trusting, children, because God don't fail. We fail God, but God don't fail us. He got a blessing for everyone that just keep on saying, Lord, I thank you for everything, and it's already done. Glory to God. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, I thank you for just telling them that. And Lord, let them come to you when they need it, and let them know that you are the answer to every need that they have. May God bless you all. Till we come again, watch my videos, keep on praying for me, and pray for strength in my body, because I still need a lot of strength to get through what I'm going through right now. May God bless each and every one of you. Bye from the kitchen with all my love. My love comes to all of you all. Love you, everyone. Everyone. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Good night. Have a blessed week. and hope to see you in the next video. And I hope to come alive for you a few more times before the end of the month. Thank you so much. God bless. Good night. Good night. Good night.